Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Team Fortress TV. My name is Console. I'm joined here by my good friend Marxist on the casting desk, and of course, we have Looster on production. Tonight, we're bringing you Week 2 AyyyyLmao Terror Squad versus Bring Back Turbine DM. Marxist, it's been ages since I've had the pleasure of sitting down and casting with you. How's it been going, dude?
Well, I'll tell you what I said earlier. It went really well there for a while, then it got really bad, and now we're sort of on the upswing again. But thanks to the snowy weather, I'm actually able to cast in game this weekend. Monday being my weekend, my final day of my weekend, due to snow and general shutting down of all the roads. So it'll be back to the real world tomorrow, but I get to cast TF2, and I am overjoyed for it.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back here, and looking forward to casting this one with you. We have, as I said, AyyyyLmao Terror Squad versus Bring Back Turbine DM. AyyyyLmao, I think, were semi-finalists in IM last year, being Happy Bob on Medic, Ambrune on Demo, Alexandros and Lights on Soldiers, and then Alec of 20B fame on Scout, along with Ebsicle, who's smashing his way into Invite this season.
Alright, and over on the other side, you've got Bring Back Turbine DM, who are Phantom, Dingo, Marmaloo, Mason, Max, and Happy Cool, aka Phelps. So, a lot of very experienced players there. They're playing their typical positions, I'd say. And Dingo's still on that roaming demo, I would imagine. So kind of stacked there for the older, more experienced team. They've been Woodpig, they've been a few other things throughout the season. So we'll see. It's going to be a challenge for the newcomers, but I think they could go with it here. We're on Snakewater, so it's a conventional map.
Yep, I definitely, I think we can see some spectacular things coming out of Happy Boys. I've seen some of these players work their way up through IM, and this being the first season of Invite for almost all of them, I'm hoping in this showing they're able to show us something good as we go into this first mid-Marxist.
Yeah, you can be pretty excited and ready to go. So it's not unusual that the newcomer teams do quite well. So here we are going into the first mid console.
Yep, we're going to see both demos here trading sticky spam left and right. Nobody's quite taken any room yet, as we see Marmaloo just sitting in his own team's cafe. We're going to see not any bombs quite yet. Happy Bob actually is going to go down from the soldier and lower, as Marmaloo is going to take him down. And now it seems like the collapse is coming out from CTF as players are falling all over the board. It's just Ambrune left. He's going to be trying to get out of cell here, but he's not going to have any luck. Marmaloo taking him out in the back lines. That's a full wipe for CTF.
Yeah, it's a rough first mid. They tried to penetrate initially with a bomb. That got rejected. And then, for some reason, they just completely didn't pressure Dingo at all. The rule of thumb on Snakewater is do not let the demo stand in the wood. If they stand on the wooden part as the round goes down for CTF, Bring Back Turbine DM, if you let the demo stand on the wood there, you're going to end up losing positioning, and that they just got broken apart. And not Woodpig, CTF just got to stand there and spam damage on him. So hopefully they can do a little something, slow Dingo down.
Yep, we'll see if they're able to make any progress here as we go into the next mid. High bomb early from Lights is going to put a lot of damage onto the scout, and it's going to cause CTF to retreat here, but no retaliation yet. And once again, Soldiers high bomb, Lights taking this high ground for his team, and it looks like they're just going to actually bully CTF out of mid here, as we're seeing Alexandros get the flank onto two players. Dingo down from lower, going to get traded out, but yeah, both meds living here, so we'll be interested to see how the Ubers play out.
I would like to see an aggressive play here and see them go with no Dingo for 10 seconds. It looks like they're coming in on the right here. They're going to go ahead and get the Uber, and we'll see if they're going to lead this in. They're going to get a frag. That's perfect. Now you may not even have to pop. So Well, see, they're going to actually Uber in. That's a surprising call there with Mason on the lead. Mason always hated initiating Ubers like that when I played with them. And it's a disaster as designed because they're going to lose a lot of players here, console.
That's right. Phantom, Dingo, and Max, the three left spawners coming in not quite for some time. Happy Cool coming up now. Chair User in 9 seconds as we see the aggression starting to come out from Happy Bob and squad, AyyyyLmao Terror Squad, that is. But it seems like they're just going to be content with building back on second. Ubers will be pretty even still, so it looks like they're going to build this up and then perhaps go for a sacrifice play.
Yeah, that would probably be the thing. It's given Phelps time to go on engineer. Let's see, where's he doing his engineer thing at? Oh, right in the middle of the map. Okay. So, not a lot of subtlety there from Phelps. But this will assuredly destroy any chance of a suicide working out. So, the defense over here on the other side, though, is pretty typical. You have Mason on the close spot there, a scout on the back. Sometimes that gets subbed out, but the roamer watching lower is just so good with the spam damage. It's hard to turn that down. And then you get the sentry gun to help out. Yeah, here comes the sack. We're going to look at a scout try for massive air shot, but it's not going to work. And they'll go 2 down. 2-man sacks are okay here, so we'll see.
Yep, I do expect some retaliation out of bring back Turbine DM as we do see them walking into lobby, perhaps trying to get the soldiers through lower, though he is sticked off, so gonna find trouble getting in, and it seems they're gonna be content with pulling back, but just as expected, here is Alec on the sniper, sitting on the logs, trying to get an angle on this left side. However, Medic sitting in the corner towards lower, not gonna be peeking this.
Yeah, I mean, the peak angles on Snakewater are a little rough. You basically have to secure shutter door and get the peak there, hope for a foot shot in lower. I don't think that's gonna happen. You might be able to get this roamer here, but instead he gets the jump on them, so that will ice that. They're going to run the sack this time, it looks like. He gets shut down at the door, does get out, and gets blown away by Alexandros back there, so pretty quick end to that. It looks like they may run in something here, because I heard the sentry go off, but I guess not. The dispenser took slight damage, though.
Yeah, they did try and get their heels aggressive with their demo and lower, maybe try and take out the sentry without having to pop, but was all not going to work out. Had a pocket soldier and medic sitting right next to the sentry. A little bit of damage, but nothing going to get taken out just yet, as we're going to see this deep sniper peek in from Alec. He's going for the hero play, but the sentry's going to deny him, and this is just more room in lobby for capture the flag turbine, as now Ambron's going to go down to Max. It's going to get traded out. Being a demo down and also being 2 down in general is going to be a great opportunity to push out. Max is going to go down on the push out, and actually they're getting pretty hurt in lobbies, so it looks like they're going to be retreating here.
Yeah, that was never in earnest. They wanted to bait that Uber out, and the way I can tell you that is Phelps stayed on engineer the whole time and had, like, he just stayed in last. He never appeared to be walking back to switch over, and you can't do that push out 2 players down. So they were just trying to get that Uber out. Oh, here we go. Marmaloo's bringing in the changes. Maybe not. He was just checking to see what was going on. He probably knows that Alexandros went to spy. But we shall see, as the secret agent man is going to try to sneak in here now. Someday.
Yep. Well, he's finally making his way in through lower, peeking out what the enemy team has set up for defense. He's just gonna be chilling behind, and actually, yeah, they're Marmaloo has the read on this. They are actively looking for a spy. He actually almost got piped 2 or 3 times there, so sweating a little bit. Alexandros as he attempts this spy play. He's gonna need a lot of pressure from his team to make anything happen here. And
it looks like Dingo has slowed way down on the... oh, wow! They almost get Dingo. That probably would have been enough. But it looks like they are now convinced that the spy is just not a thing anymore. Alright, he is uncloaked here. He's gonna go for... Oh no, it's a disaster.
Walks right into the soldier, just gives him a big old chest bump, and gonna go down there. Alexander's not able to make anything of the spy play. Marmalou goes for the trade. Not gonna find much though, as we're seeing actually the sniper on Max now, a very well-seasoned sniper, and he's gonna take that 150 body shot off of Light, so we'll be seeing if he decides to get anything here as he peeks again in the lobby.
And this has been a pretty long stalemate. We're gonna get a frag here on Max. Hopefully they decide to just go on this. Marmalou says you are on offense. But they're scared here. And I understand. They are the less experienced team. They are not favorited to win this by any means. And you don't want to screw up when you have them on their last. You need this to be a round win. Oh wow, they almost lose their med. Happy Bob goes down to 15 hit points, but it holds the Uber, knowing that if he pops there, they're screwed anyways. Marmalou says you're insane. So he can confirm. Oh, they have a direct hit. I really like this play. This is some G-Pit era stuff. They're going to bring this out. Two-shot this sentry. There it goes. Oh, he missed. There he goes. He gets it now. Now they've got the 7th player down, but Lights is going to die. Maybe that was all part of the plan. You've still got this direct hit. I'd go with it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Woo! Hit that scout one time. If he had a shotgun, that would have been a kill.
Alexander is trying to go ham here. Takes down chair user Mason there, but we got 3 minutes left on the clock. What are your bets right now? We see a second mid play with no cap.
Well, so at this stage in the game, you figure it's 30 seconds per exchange. So it still probably works out for CTF to push out at this stage. If we have another minute goes by and we're down under 2, then you will no longer, it's no longer mathematically sane for bring back Turbine DM to push out. They'll just be in it for the long haul.
Yep. Ooh, nice shot onto Marmalou there from Lights. Alexander's will go down in the meantime, and it looks like there's a fight for lobby control as Al going to be taking a lot of damage, has to back out. Rest of his team walks back in here, and this might be opportunity for Lights to once again get a deep peek, but as he peeks, the soldier falls back, so it looks like he's not going to have much luck there. Engineer's actually going to push him. He's going to miss the shot. Not going to go down just yet, but there's so much pressure in this lobby area. Trying to get this, make sure the sniper is just not able to do anything here, Marxist.
Yeah, it is a very solid defense from Turbine. And the direct hit thing was cheeky and good, but they didn't get anything off of it anyways. So, I mean, maybe too little too late. At this stage, you are no longer going to see a push out from Turbine, I would say. So you pretty much just have to go with it now. You've got 3 Ubers in you for the most part. So I would go ahead and try and cycle this stuff now, because the likelihood that they cap on 2 with enough time left is so low, but then they lose a scout.
Oh no.
So they're gonna have to wait now, and they're gonna have like 30 seconds. It'll be like a grand finals push here, and they're gonna do it and do a 7th player that's fully leveled.
Yeah, actually we're gonna see, is Max just checking off classes? It appears he is, and it appears he knows that they will be vanilla going into this last. They've got 55 seconds. I'm pretty sure the Uber trade is their only option if they want to try and make an attempt here, unless both teams are just gonna hold and they're content to play the second mid fight. But I doubt that, as Ubers will be traded out here now. Gonna come out first from Happy Bob, and it's going to be traded out a lot better here for Phantom and CTF's crew. Nobody died. Nobody died.
Well, yeah,
oh,
not
no.
even the sentry gun. The sentry gun survived. It had a sliver of health. And we'll see. There's now a push coming in. Mason is lit up. He's gonna die, but there's now a heavy and a sentry and 10 seconds left. So they're probably not gonna be able to do this. So it's just for funsies and stats at this point. Fun fact, the first season of TF2 that I casted a game on TFTV was season 14 console.
My God.
And I casted a lot of games between season 14 and this one, and I have never seen a round reset before.
I think I've seen it only very rarely, and I think I've been watching since about season 14.
I haven't casted a round reset. So here we go. New mid-fight, scores 1-0.
Yep, going in here now. As the fast pump gets immediately denied, Marmaloo absolutely mulched here as the mid continues. Going to be more picks going in the way of EyyyyLmao Terror Squad. Phantom, Happy Cool, and Max running away with their tails between their legs as the soldier's going to try and chase. Actually, Happy Bob's, or Phantom rather, so low from lower. Scout's going to get chased, and oh no, the soldier's going to be behind. They're not going to expect us lower. He dies. Unfortunate. Looked like he was going to be able to surf that, but not going to work out. Happy Cool and Marmaloo. Only one's left, and that's going to be mid for Happy Bob's squad.
Yeah, this is kind of a dangerous moment, though, because you have a demo on mid with just a scout and a med. So if Phelps wants to try and make a play, he theoretically could here. But nope, the team shows up. Oh, he actually waited until the team is there. Will Happy Bob go down anyways? Yes, he does. So Phelps actually chose to make that play at a higher difficulty level, and it worked great.
I was going to say, too, the fact that Phantom went down so late to the soldier pump from Alexandros would have meant that they would have had a significant Uber ad to push off of into the second point. But with Happy Bob going down there, it's actually going to be the opposite. Phantom now on a 40% Uber ad as opposed to Happy Bob. It's going to look like both teams are going to hard pilled, but Turbine DM looking to hopefully push off of this.
Yeah, this is one of those scenarios where a dry push might actually be good. Like you need to get in and try and just get a kill, because you know Turbine are gonna push on you, so you may as well use your respawn advantage. But they're actually gonna get a frag playing traditional defense. They're gonna get another one too. This Uber is a disaster, so no need for risky plays over here. They're just gonna get 2 kills on invincible people and have full Uber advantage.
Yep, EyyyyLmao Terror Squad now wrapping through lower. The soldiers in onto Happy Bob, and now the force is going to come out. Dingo's caught a little bit here. Going to try and jump out. Craters not going to be looking for that now, as down Dingo and Marmaloo. It's going to be looking like an advantage here for Happy Bob's team if they want to try and walk in.
Yeah, so we're actually right back to where we were.
Oh my, you're correct.
So here we go. I hope you enjoyed the action. Maybe they figured out a way to push this last. Marmaloo, another 10. Could we go another 10? Do we have enough time?
We do. We have 14 minutes left on the clock, so we could potentially see 2 round resets in the row, but maybe not, as the Uber exchange is going to come out from both teams. Happy Bob's going to go down. Happy Bob dropped in that Uber exchange, so actually he might not have had, thinking retrospect.
He didn't have, yeah.
Yep. Well, Phantom playing really well off the Uber ad. Thank the Lord we are not going to see another round reset, because 2 in a row, I don't think I can handle that, Marxist.
Yeah, well, it'd be record-breaking as well, so we should just stop the cast at that point. But, yeah, unfortunately, that's, again, an experience thing here, where the CTF team, our Turbine DM fans, knew they were going to push out, and they caught their relatively newer opponents completely by surprise, it seems. They did not expect to push out a blast on Uber advantage, and it really showed, because they just let them come in and kill their medic.
Yeah, as we see them now, once again on the Uber at 50% now, they're going to find Alexandros early, and they're going to keep on walking through lobby. Emsicle follows as well. Marmaloo's going to go down for that, but it doesn't matter. They're just going to keep on mulching their way through now as the Uber comes in through left side, taking a lot of time to take down lights. So the Uber will be over for last, but the respawn's only coming in now. It might not be feasible, or will it? No. Happy Bob's down, but DM fights going, trading left and right. And so many down for CTF. Could this be holdable?
Yeah, I think they're going to do it pretty easy here. They're still not going to have uber advantage, but they may have enough to get out here. This fight determines it right here. Yeah, Marmaloo is... Oh, wow, he gets the shot. He's still alive back here. And he's going to get the kill. Will he? No, he doesn't escape. But they're going to get another frag there as well. And that will completely freeze them. And it will probably allow, yeah, early pressure right here. So if they could get a frag here, a big damage while, yep, there we go. Happy Bob very injured. Dingo will go down though, so I think that's probably going to slow him up. But no, he's right in. He gets that was Phelps again, shooting Happy Bob in the back to his death.
There he goes. So Happy Bob going down. We're now seeing the full Highlander setup coming out. The only thing we're missing here at this point is the Putis weapons guy. We got Alec on engineer, Ebsicle on sniper. They're hunkering in because they know Phantom's got this Uber and he's hungry to push in.
Yep, and they are on it here, and there's a scout standing on the corner of the point, but they're going to wrap out in time here. There isn't going to be any Uber here, so it's just going to be raw frags. Phantom will go down, but there's just not enough of them left, and that will be another round for Bring Back Turbine DM.
Yeah, looking really close so far, but Bring Back Turbine DM just edging out a lot of these fights, as he said again, due to more experience and a lot of these kind of fight scenarios, not expecting such close trades, etc. We're going in.
You're going to run into a lot of scenarios where teams do unexpected things when you first enter invite, but I might take this mid actually since I haven't cast in a while. So we've got a little bit of scout pressure up top, but still no demos taking dominant positions. A fake bomb gets chair user onto the top. That would be Mason actually. There goes the double jump. That's going to throw in some damage and it's going to disorganize it, but it's not going to mean anything. And then that will bring them up here. And they are trapped in the CTF crew. They're going to pop Uber, though. They don't have it quite yet, just Happy Bob. But there we go. Uber fight here. Actually losing more players here. I think they're going to have to cede position. Yep, and there we go. CTF is going to charge down everyone. And they just hung in too long there, console. They wanted it too bad.
That they did. A fierce mid coming out from the CTF gang. Light's the only spawner here now, two following. Ironically enough, Light's hitting one of the most fantastic air shots on this mid I've ever seen. He kind of just deleted Marmaloo. And as we do see, though, they are crushing on the scoreboard. So unfortunately, that's all that really matters. Doesn't matter if your kills look cool. It just matters if you're taking the rounds. And that's what they're looking to do. Full Uber advantage for Phantom as their entire team is rotating to this shutter area. It looks like they can take this push Marxist.
Yep, they're in it, and they're going straight at the sentry gun. It is now dead. And no players are down yet, though, so that's working out all right. A big flank play comes in for a little bit of damage there. And then the bombs go off. Oh, they almost managed that, but unfortunately the point just got capped out of there. And that will leave the end of the first half as a 3-0 for Bring Back Turbine DM. Very close to succeeding in that defense.
Yeah, I think that the scoreboard doesn't properly reflect how close this game is. Again, just the small little edges in fights are really giving Bring Back Turbine DM the wins. But AyyyyLmao Terror Squad definitely holding their own. As I want to take a look at a little bit these stats, and unsurprisingly, they're pretty unflattering, as we saw two relatively long stalemates, one resulting in a round reset.
Yeah, your DPM is going to be brought down by that, and that definitely shows. But even so...
Oh my, Mason with the 283?
Well, I can tell you why. It's because he spent 10 minutes spamming a choke.
No, this is true.
Same with Marmaloo. See Marmaloo at 271. both of them were simply spamming a choke for the entirety of 10 minutes. So I think DPM isn't really going to tell us too much of a story. The big story is that Phantom has died twice and Happy Bob has died 8 times. And Happy Bob dying, which is not necessarily Happy Bob's fault. The times when Happy Bob has died, it has caused a collapse for a Terror Squad.
Yeah, you can especially tell with that Uber advantage, or Uber advantage. This is logs.tf. The Uber difference, the 4-9, Phantom having over double the Ubers, so that's kind of just double the opportunities for them to try and get something done. And,
well, yeah. And yeah. Part of it is because they held that one, Phantom had that one Uber he held for 10 minutes. So that's gonna hurt your total too, but yeah, that was a strange series of events. And what we're seeing here is a team that just doesn't expect things to come out of CTF. The CTF will show them stuff that they're just not ready for. And that's the usual story of when you first enter Invite. You're gonna all be focusing choke because that was enough. And all of a sudden that guy is snuck in behind you and will kill you because he has the DM to do it. Whereas when you're in lower tiers of play, the player may still get behind you, but their DM isn't strong enough to finish the kill a lot of the time. Or if their DM maybe is strong enough, they don't necessarily always use it because their team gets mad at them. So that's kind of what you see when you first get to Invite, is you start to see more cheeky plays like that where your medic just randomly dies to a 2-shot because you were not looking at the other doors. But we are live again.
Yes,
so here we go.
We are. Yep, first mid of the second half, we'll see if Happy Bob will be able, AyyyyLmao Terror Squad will be able to take anything back here, as they are down 3-0, second half of this map, and immediately we see a deep bomb here from Marmaloo, only going to find Epsicle here, but it's going to draw a lot of their team back. Meanwhile, however, the double bomb on both soldiers has Phantom down to 37 HP, is going to barely escape with his life, and only Alec and Ambroon left. They're going to try and collapse, but nothing much going to come of it, as actually they're still out here, but no, just Ambroon left. He's going to taunt and get double meleeed. Oh, F in the chat. That's so, you hate to see it, Marxist.
Yeah, he hung out there because Happy Bob went down, and at that stage of the game, you've got to try to kill Phantom, and because this second cap is pretty much donezo, because you have both scouts, and yeah, Phantom and Max are actually going in for the hero Uber right now. They're gonna, yep, there it goes, right there. So that's again another unexpected play. You've got to be aware that that other scout is out there, and they run really fast.
Woo. Both soldiers air-shotting each other. Gonna look pretty, but only 2 left up here for AyyyyLmao Terror Squad. It's looking like a 4th round, Marxist.
Yeah, and that will be the 4th round. So again, that was the team needed. They were looking out there. They had to, their demo should have told them there were 2 scouts and a medic still alive, and or they should have seen it because they were probably all watching him. And then all they saw was the ×2 cap on the point. You have to know they're somewhere. And they didn't think that it was behind them.
Yep. Well, potentially one final mid here, as we do see, once again, soldiers going early and deep. Chair user going to go down. And we actually see Light hiding in. Oh, nice bomb onto Phantom there as he gets the bomb in. Actually, demo bombing behind is going to take down Ambroon. We see both medics down, so it's now just going to be a battle of DM, 2 soldiers versus the scouts and soldier. And right now the health is looking the way of Happy Bob's squad.
Yeah, you always favor the scouts here. Whoa! Yeah, Happy just could not avoid. He ended up jumping into the trim there on the door and couldn't get off of it. But with 2 scouts alive, you're good. I would say this is going to be a pretty easy go a second, maybe? No, they're actually aggressing. Trying to go for the med and they get it! So again, that's just, you pushed in much earlier. They were probably talking about how they would like to push second, and instead their med dies. And now they're just all out sacking Phantom, which doesn't look to be going very well. Lots of damage, but no frags.
Yep, unfortunately, EyyyyLmao Terror Squad absolutely collapsing to Turbine, and they really weren't expecting that second mid fight, and they're going to be getting the forward spawn camp. We're going to see the Pyro Sniper attempt to get sent out here maybe, but mostly it's just going to be the Cap and a Scout and Medic waiting in lower. They're actually going to get caught here. The Uber actually gets forced out early from Phantom.
Very premature, but they're gonna get the med frag anyways, so worst case scenario, they're gonna have Uber advantage unless Phantom dies. There we go. So Ambroom's gonna go ahead and take care of that problem. So now they just have to win a DM fight. They're not getting in very well. Happy Cool's gonna be the winner or loser of this fight. And he's getting launched all around. Yeah, there we go. Push heavy to last, but it didn't work. Phelps had to get that frag without taking a ton of damage, and he got air suspended when he tried to jump on his opponent's head, and that was the end of that fight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping for the Pudis Cap. I was really looking forward to something like that, but we're not gonna see anything. Actually, the thing we are gonna be seeing is double projectile jump as Marmaloo and Dingo are both in deep, and Heavy is up once again playing the pocket roll with this medic. And we're seeing a lot of counterplay coming out from Happy Bob's squad, as Happy Bob himself is down for the count, but his team's pretty hurt without his heals, and there's a back cap attempt. It's not always the smartest decision, just because now the team knows exactly where you are and they know to just ignore you and walk forward here, as Phantom's coming up on his Uber, and it looks like they're going to be hungry to push.
Well, we also had to witness Ambroom try to sticky jump into a heavy. Yeah, there goes the heavy Uber with Phelps trying to lead it around. I think that's a done deal. Yeah, there we are. It is a wrap. Bring back Turbine DM, bringing their gospel of Turbine DM to the world with a 5-0 over EyyyyLmao Terror Squad.
Well, I can't say that a 5-0 wasn't expected, but I was certainly surprised by a lot of the play out of EyyyyLmao Terror Squad. They put up a good fight. They had some really close rounds. In the end, 0-5 for Bring Back Turbine. The experience wins out today.
Yes, it sure did. I mean, it's not unusual, right? You're gonna see that kind of stuff. This is actually a really fun match to cast because it just took me back. I remember what that was like. Because you just like, you're finally, every time that you start to feel safe, like, all right, we're here, where our defense is set, that's when you get punished. And they will adjust. I think this team is strong enough on its individual skill that as soon as their main caller and their sort of structure gets used to this, I think they'll be all right.
Yep. I mean, I actually know a lot of this core have at least been friends, if not known each other for a while. Happy Bob, Amber, and Alexandros. These guys hang out a lot before they've known each other for season 23 or 24. I think they started hanging out in pugs, so I think the chemistry's there. And as you said, once they start adjusting to all the wacky invite tactics, they'll be able to get their feet on the ground.
I think they'll be all right. Do you want to talk about stats at all? Crown our champions here.
Well, we do have a couple of notable frag lines here. Happy Cool topping to offer his team 29 frags on the Scooty McBooty class. Unfortunately, top death is that's going to be shared with Lights and Alexandros. Unfortunate.
Yeah, you're gonna see that when the other team scout goes 29-9. Max also 24-12. He's still at a 2-1 KD, so that's pretty solid. But again, the KDs on CTF are gonna be stacked because they didn't spend 10 minutes suiciding into last. So that's partly why you see such poor K, like Alexandros is 5 and 19. Part of the reason for that is they had to run sacks on last for 10 minutes. So I wouldn't judge them too harshly. They're gonna see that stat line and not be happy with it, but it's not the end of the world. The DPM is all right for most of the players. That also considered. But I mean, the big story, you can just see who's winning the fights. Is it's Happy Bob with 15 deaths and Phantom with 4. And that's your meds just dying too much because you're getting caught out of position. So hopefully they'll correct that as they gain a little bit more experience against these invite teams. I think they'll do just fine.
Yep, looking forward to seeing what they have to bring this season as we are only in week 2. And looking at the current state of things in invite, it seems that this win actually a little bit out of proportion puts Bring Back Turbine DM in first, as they're the only team to have 2 5-0 wins on the board, also winning 5-0 against King's Crew, another team hanging in the lower echelons of invite this season. I think that'll get balanced out pretty soon as they have some pretty difficult opposition coming up. They play Meat Market, Velocity, Ascent, and Furry Attack back to back to back to back in the next coming weeks. So we'll see how they balance out. It's always kind of hard to tell in the first week or two exactly who's going to be in the top of invite. Obviously, Furry Attack are mainstays, and definitely my pick for first. Mentality and Meat Market have been looking really strong, especially Meat Market's pure cohesion and aggression is something I haven't seen in seasons. So it's looking interesting in invite.
Yep, it's a style of play that gets brought back periodically by Broking, and I'm very happy for it. So I will definitely, I maybe won't be casting those matches, you don't know, but I will certainly be watching them because that's the style of TF2 that I always strove to play and that I most enjoy. So even if it doesn't work out, they went through that phase when they were in invite the last time where they just recklessly aggressed, and that you can't do that that often. But we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a good season here. Everything looks to be coming together. CTF looks pretty solid too. I saw one aberration from calls out of Mason, but I'm pretty sure they'll talk about that and fix that, even though it was a 5-0.
Yep, there's always room for improvement, even at the top level of the game. So we'll be seeing them, everybody trying to get themselves better, getting themselves to the level where maybe they can take another map out of Furry Attack, them finally dropping one last season to Freya Black. We'll see if maybe they can drop a few more. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
and Looster brings up the point that if CTF wins invite, we probably should put Turbine in the rotation.
It's actually funny. Tonight, before I had my own open scrims, we were playing. The map was on Soap DM Turbine, so I think it's making its way back into the rotation. Maybe people are starting to like it again. Maybe we get a G pin in there. Maybe we get Croissant. Throw a little bit of spice in there, you know?
Yeah, it's something totally different. So we'll see. It'd be funny to watch current teams play Turbine because there's almost no one in the comp scene other than like Banny and Blaze and Shade who probably seriously scrimmed on CTF Turbine. So that would be pretty creative, I think, but we'll see how it goes. Well, Console, I'm talked out unless you've got anything else you want to bring up.
I don't think so. I think I'll plug a couple of things though. Newbie mixes are, if you guys are new to competitive, if this is your first time watching competitive TF2 and you're interested in learning how to play the video game, learning how all these invite players do what they do, you can go ahead and type !newbie mixes into the chat. We have a fancy command, and you can check them out. They host newbie mix pugs every Friday night where you can go and have a top level player kind of show you the ropes. You'll be playing with other new players and have a good time. And I think other than that, I think that's all I got to say. We got more coverage coming later this week, more invite to bring you. Look out on the events on teamfortress.tv. Follow our Facebook, our Twitter, our YouTube for our VODs once I finally get to uploading them from last season and hopefully this season as well. Don't quote me on that. But I think that's about it for us. I've been Console. It's been a long night, alright. I've been Console, joined by me is Marxist, and Looster's been holding down the camera, so give him big hearts in chat. Always nice to show appreciation to our production staff. Thanks, everybody, and have a good night.